All right, guys, welcome back. Happy Friday to everybody. On this week's Farm Toy of the Week, we have a 2-for-1 deal. We have a Magnum 380 CVT and a Magnum 380 CVT. The difference between them, this one is a RowTrac and this one is a wheeled tractor. So let's talk about these today. All right, guys, welcome back. Now, like I say, I have removed these from the packaging. Most of my farm toys are removed from the packaging, but when I have them stored away, I do put them back in the original packaging. The 1/64 scale is very hard to do just because of the way the packaging is. It's not a box that you can take it out and put it in real nice, so I try to just open it from the bottom. Doesn't always work out the best, but at least I tried. So, two Magnums this week we're going to talk about from Ertl, ages 3 and up, so I guess I'm old enough to have these. Anyway, these are the Magnum 380 CVT. They are basically the same tractor, same model. These are made in America. These are made in Racine, Wisconsin at the Case IH factory. And you guys have seen I've done the Precision Series H, I have done the Magnum 7250 Authentics, and I have done the Case IH Patriot 3340 self-propelled sprayer. This week we're going to do some tractors again. Like I said, these two here, they're still making these today. They started making the Magnum 380s with the CVT transmission back in 2014, and they're still produced today. You can still buy these tractors for your farm today. I can't imagine what they cost. And if you look, the Ertl went to the trouble to even put the blue speck of paint on the diesel exhaust fluid tank on these emission choke tractors. So the detail there, that was a pretty nice touch. And I was just thinking about it today. The 1/64 scale has really come a long way from back in the 90s and even the 80s. Some of the ones that I had as a kid, they were pretty rough looking. I mean, they lasted, I think, because they were rough looking. They didn't have the detail, and I think they were much better for playing with. But anyway, like I say, these are made from 2014 to today. The original price in 2014 for these was $345,000 plus or minus, which was a giant leap from when the 7250 was a brand new tractor at $110,000 back in 1996. So you got a lot more horsepower here. These are 315 horsepower, where this was like 225, somewhere in that range. So they came in these two configurations. The RowTrac is real neat. That has the tracks going through the field for flotation. These were a nice planter tractor. I know I see advertisements with the RowTrac pulling a corn planter. So it's kind of the difference here between the wheeled version, which you can still plant corn with the wheeled version. But so as far as the engines, I'm sure these are the emission engines. The Iveco probably, but yeah, two Case IH 380 Magnums for this week. Just kind of do a close-up of the detail. I'll just go around each one here. And then the RowTrac. So yeah, pretty neat. Like I said, 1/64 scale, two tractors and one segment here. But stay tuned for more, and there'll be plenty more to come. So thanks for watching. All right, guys, happy Friday once again. It is Friday here in Pennsylvania, so I'm sure it's Friday where you guys are too. I just want to put a little bit of a clip at the end of this video of the hay field here that I had put the chicken manure on. Put it on pretty darn thick. You can see the different colors in the grass. It's light green to dark green. I tried to stay away because there's a hump there and I can't mow it with the hay bind. It's like the field is down in, and I didn't want to get close to that there, so I stayed away from it. When I spray, I stay away from it. And then when I mow the field, I just come along with the hay bind. I have to have it up in the air so I can not dig the teeth in. But this orchard grass, and there's still Still some manure there, that's what still stinks, but this grass is so green and is probably twice as tall for second cutting compared to the other hay fields I have. The other hay fields I have are kind of that light green. I did put some nitrogen on, but not as much as what's here. So this is going to give hay. This is going to be corn next year. You can see the tracks here. I did put some 2,4-D on because I did have a lot of weeds coming. So I want to do a double check here just to see what we have as far as kill on the weeds. But this really thickened up here, but I have too many hay acres and it's just too much for me to do anymore. So you can see there's a little bit of difference in the color, and that has to do with me. It's my fault with the spreader. The manure spreader, I might have got more manure in some places. Yeah, there's a dead spot that it might have fallen out the back. I don't know, I did the best I could just getting it on the whole field, and it's gonna give some hay. It really is. But the goal here was to get this back into corn. It used to be corn, and it's just so steep. It just drops off and goes down there. Trying to make hay on this hill, I just dread it every year. So being that the guys can plant with the planter tractor with duals, it's not a big deal. They have a side hill combine, which isn't a big deal. And I don't know what it is on the hillsides. I am not afraid with my sprayer whatsoever. I can cover pretty much area with the sprayer compared to hay where you're on every square inch of the field. So that was the goal here for this field, to get the chicken manure on, cake it on. I will take the second cutting off. I want to give it enough time so the nitrogen can work through. I don't want any animals to get nitrogen poisoning. I'm going to give it 30 days or more from when I put it on to when I harvest. And we haven't had much rain, so I have to be very careful with the nitrogen that's on this field making the hay. So we'll see what becomes of it. It is a very thick, I mean, this is thicker than it was in the springtime, which is amazing what that manure was able to do for this ground. But it's real dark green orchard grass. So another day waiting for thunderstorms the way it looks. But anyway, just want to do a quick update. Happy Friday to everybody. Have a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed Farm Toy Friday. Every Friday we'll review a different farm toy in my collection. Guys were interested in that. So just want to give everybody an update. You guys enjoyed the video of a spread manure, and I got a lot of comments on it. So just showing you kind of what the result is. You see the little light green. I could have got a little closer maybe. But it's spreading manure with a... the side flinger, I always notice the side slinger spreaders, you can get a better even coverage. It's more violent than the beaters. When you're flinging it out the side, it's more aggressive, and it just seems like you get a better spread pattern from the different spreaders that I use. But hey, this worked. Didn't cost me anything to borrow it, so see what happens. I'm hoping to really get this field in shape for corn. We're gonna put some lime on here this fall. I'm gonna put some potash down on here. Should be an excellent field for corn. I'm hoping to really push this field because it is different soil here than up on top of the hill. This is more of the lower land soil. It's less shaly. I need more fields that have good corn potential, growing potential. So I like making hay. I have sale for my hay, but I just cannot get it all done in time. I just can't do it. I don't have enough wagons. I don't have enough storage for full wagons. So, like I say, even though I have sale for it, it's tough for me to get all the hay done. And I can't make round bales because they do not sell here, and I can't make big square bales because they don't sell so well, and it costs a fortune to buy a big square baler. And I can't use an accumulator because the hills are too steep. And all right, have a good Friday, everybody. Thanks for watching.